to developmental psychology for the summer 2021 course. You'll see that I have both the Blackboard site pulled up and also the syllabus for this semester. Now, typically I would note that this is a fast-tracked course, but that is not what the guidance documents say here at St. Luke's. However, this is a faster course than your typical 16 weeks. It's only 8 weeks because it is offered during the summer. So you'll see it's worth 3 credit hours. I will go through this generically, but make sure you take the time to go through it as well, as I have emailed it to you already. Then the other thing is, this is what we'll be using on Blackboard, and this is what it looks like according to me. When I actually turn the class on for you, it will look a little differently. So welcome and hello, my name is Angie Quarterman. I am the professor for the psychology courses here at St. Luke's. This is my 13th or 14th year with St. Luke's, don't quote me, but I've been here since the time of when we taught face-to-face. I piloted online instruction for St. Luke's, and now we're solely online for all Gen Ed courses. You'll see the college mission is typical for all Gen Ed courses. The course description, because we analyze during this course from birth to death and human developmental psychology, so we're across the lifespan. The philosophy of general education is across content areas here with other Gen Ed teachers. You'll see there's common learning outcomes, and there's 5 here in general psychology, and this is all of the unit objectives and how they align by chapter or the standard. Okay, so it looks a little bit different here, and you can see that the objectives come in right here. So if you have any questions about how everything is laid out and aligned, that's where you go for a quick reference. You'll see in the teaching strategies for this course, not only do I like to use videos and I record myself, you also see that we have PowerPoints and lectures. I have rubrics for grading, so there's not any hidden measures. I also like to be very upfront, and I lay everything out for you from day one so that if you need to work from home, from an airport, or anywhere you can find internet access, you have the right to do so, and you can submit work early. It's just it'll be graded when it's due. Placement in the curriculum, we see it's a 100-level course. Like you saw, it's Sci 120. Again, 8 weeks. It's worth 3 credits. If you go through this, you can look at all of St. Luke's college policies, because those apply and are applicable across, again, for all Gen Ed courses. The course requirements, again, very similar to all other classes here at St. Luke's, but you have to have a satisfactory achievement of the course objectives, which indicates a passing grade of D or above. Academic honesty, I'm big on that since this is an online course. You'll see I have focused instruction, the participation, especially with discussion boards, weekly assignments. Those will be due on Mondays and Thursdays for this course, and I do not accept late assignments unless if you're in contact with me. You do have a final writing assignment based on a movie you need to watch, and I will lay that out for you tonight, and there are 4 exams in this class. Thus, when it comes to the evaluation methods, your participation, it's at 20%, okay? So you'll see not only are there assignments due, but this includes discussion boards and threads, and I will get to those as we talk about them. There is a rubric, and you'll find that in the assignment rubrics, plus the discussion board when you go and submit your, not only your forms, but your threads, and those are due every other week. You do have weekly assignments, again, due Monday and Thursday nights. Each assignment is worth 100 points, but you'll see if you do not keep up on those are worth 30% of your grade, which is a pretty hefty consideration when you look at how all this adds up. You do have a writing assignment, and that is that final video reflection. And again, you will watch a video, and then you will apply concepts and jargon from the textbook in order to write that. There is an example given for you and a rubric. You will also have a checklist due with this, so make sure you adhere to that. Exams, there are 4 exams for this course, 25% of your grade. Again, if you need to miss it or you need to take it out of the date range, you need to be in contact with me so we can make prior arrangements. Exams are meant to be taken individually. You do not collude on those or collaborate. If you're caught to be doing so, or I contact the St. Luke's librarian and find out you sat by somebody while you're taking it, I do give zeros for such. When you do take the exam, there is a study guide, and I will show you how to find that. Your grading scale, Same at St. Luke's as it's a requirement. Remember, you need a 70% or above to pass this class. Here's my contact information. This is my St. Luke's contact information. However, I do prefer my work email as it pings to my phone and I check that a lot quicker. The other thing is my cell phone. Please give me a call. If you don't get a hold of me, I will take a message. Text messages are really not a great way to conversate with a professor, so make sure you're reaching out to me via phone by calling me. You'll see I typically grade the day after the assignment is due. However, Fridays give me an open planning time where I have daycare to watch kiddos and whatnot to get things done. So you'll see that I might have to make that up, especially with this class being a little bit larger this summer. We are at 10 plus students, so that'll be good when you have to do your discussion boards. Your required textbook is actually the updated edition this time around. So it's the 8th edition available in the college library, so you can purchase that. Technology skill requirements, you do need to be able to find internet and you do have to be able to get online for this. Again, assignments are due Mondays and Thursdays. If you do have any questions of that, make sure you find Mickey. She's a saint and she'd be able to help you at any time. So let's look at this. Here is your tentative Sci 120 schedule for this summer for 2021. As you can see, there's quite a bit going on, and again, it's in a condensed time. So for tomorrow, May 17th, when you're doing this, right here is where you're going to come. So if you click Start here in Blackboard, you'll see that I've welcomed you to the class, okay? And that's just letting you know that there is a short KW assignment due. So if you click back on your home tab there, that brings you right here. Here's your introduction for tonight, and you're literally just going to click play so you can watch and listen to what I have to say, and this is literally what we're doing right now. From there, you're going to go ahead and go to Essential Course Information because this is where I keep everything. So down here, chapters 1 through 16, and you'll see tonight is the opening night on May 17th. So you're going to watch the video, what you're watching right now, and you're going to simply complete the KW part from this chart below. So what I literally want you to do is click on this and download it. Sorry, I do have allergies. And you'll see this is what I want you to do. I want you to go ahead and put bullet points in there for me too. That'll be the easiest way for you to put information in. Sorry. Go ahead and click on this. And this is where you see your May 17th KW. And this is where you're going to submit. So you're going to browse local files and you're going to upload it with whatever you saved it to. And then you're going to come down here and you're going to click submit, and that's exactly how you upload that. Again, go back out to Essential Course Information. This is where you need to go. This literally aligns on purpose to your syllabus. So if you're following along with your tentative schedule, what needs to be submitted, this will have it as well. So you see May 20th then, that Thursday, you do have to, again, if you didn't get time to watch this on Monday, watch it again tonight. And then you can go in here and follow this as well. Okay, so you have an autobiography extension due, and you can see as you go through here what it's all asking you to do. If you'd like to, I do have a quick reference to a YouTube video. One thing you'll see here with Blackboard, it is very secure, so you have to double click to get back out to it. But this is a video from Cengage, and it pretty much adheres to chapter 1 here. So if you'd like to take the 4 minutes to watch, feel free. Okay, back to that home. Get me down here to the essential core elements here. And then you'll see what's due. Now, it says assignment, informational autobiography due. If you have questions of what that looks like, I literally have uploaded it for you. Okay. Go ahead and open up this PDF and you'll see how it's been outlined for you. Okay. So you can see I've kind of made one for myself right here. And you can see I have followed all the guidelines on the rubric. Now you ask yourselves, what rubric? How do I locate that? And how am I going to be graded? Great question. Go over here to assignment rubrics. You're going to come down here and click. Okay, so not only did you have the May 17th KW rubric, so you can see that, now you have the autobiography rubric for May 20th. Go ahead and click. It downloads for you. And you're literally going to see how I'm going to grade you. So you can see, did you use proper grammatical mechanics? Did you include a picture, the why, the how, the list, and share an interesting fact? So if you come over here and look at the one that I already have uploaded for you as an example, you'll see I have pictures in there and I literally go down the list as to how this is all can be met. So you should be able to follow along pretty simply as well, hopefully. And then if you have a question, your total points over here are added up. I take that times 3 plus 10 to get 100. And that's how your grade is averaged out for that. Home tab. If you get lost, come back here to chapters 1 through 16 in order. And you'll see that's literally how it goes along. These little snippet videos are ones that were actually somewhat catchy for me as I went through Cengage this time around for your curriculum. And those are the ones that I've included this time because they're probably the most interesting. There were other ones on there, but I'm going to be honest with you. Some of them are over 7 minutes and they just didn't keep my interest. I doubt they would keep yours. So they're also purposeful in the ones that I included them for the chapters because you might just need a little extra something. As you come down and you look at May 24th, then you're going to see you need chapters 1 and 3. Here are the updated PowerPoints. Here's the content to watch. So if you're more of a visual auditory learner, I would say download your PowerPoints, but watch the short videos. These are typically under 15 minutes for you on purpose. But you must always read the chapter as well, okay? And I know that you think, oh, chapters 1 and 3, that's about 60 pages of content. Make sure you're heavily skimming it at least. Then here comes your assignment written out for you. Here's your example. The other thing is, for the 24th, you have a forum due. Those are your discussion boards as included in the syllabus above. So let's go over here and look at discussion board. For May 24th, here's the first one right here. What I'd like you to do is then you will click on that and you will do a drop down for a forum, or you're going to create a thread, okay? And that's what's going to start your discussion. Okay, and that's how you pretty much do it. Now, there is a discussion board rubric. Again, let's go back up here to your rubrics. And you can see down here, discussion board rubric, because it's used throughout the semester. Okay? As you can do this, you need to make sure you answer all parts of the question, use college level writing, your thoughts and opinions are obvious, okay? And you have a 2-paragraph response, so I need to see that in there. Each paragraph, though, has to consist of at least 4+ sentences to get that full credit. So as you can see, the best you can get is a 12.5, and the worst you can get is 0 to 3 points. So make sure you're always going for this column over here. Now what happens is, if you have a forum due, you're going to skip a week so you give people enough time to respond. And then by that second week, you have 2 threads due. So that means those are 2 replies to 2 different peers. So for example, if I posted and then Mary Jane posted, and Amber posted, I would go into both Mary Jane's and Amber's and I would respond. And you can see that you, again, need to use your college level writing, but I want the NOW acronym to be used too, and it can literally be listed out as an NOW, okay? And that's how you're going to get your 4 points there again. Again, the most you can get is 10. The worst is 0 to 3. Again, looking at this column right here, that's the best for you. But even when you're doing the NOW, the W is something you wonder, so the W should always be a question mark because you're going to pose and you're going to create that conversation that you typically have in a class setting, but you don't get online. So that's where that discussion comes into place, and that's that participation that you get points for according to the rubric. And then also how you're weighted in the syllabus as a reminder. So again, come back here, and you're just going to look. Now, when you submit assignments, remember you're going to literally click like right here, and you're going to come in here for your May 27th assignment, and this is where you submit. If there's an exam posted, so for example, June 10th, let's go ahead and scroll down. You have exam 2 due then, okay? You're going to see that I have an exam 2 review, okay? You're going to go ahead and click on that. Each exam has their own review. And you're going to see that you can go ahead and play this Jeopardy game. I would tell you, hint, hint, big time to play these Jeopardy games. You might see a question or two that look familiar to exactly what you're going to see on the test. Again, you're going to play that. So here's this. Okay, if you click the space bar, that's how you get the answer afterwards. So let's go back out. Escape for continue. And it eats your question away after you do that too. So the defining feature of the personal fable is a feeling of, click your space bar, what is uniqueness? Click escape to get back out. Okay? Each exam has a review like that. Again, a hint to make sure you're watching those. Or playing the game, sorry. So then if we're still at June 10th right here, you're going to come over here and click. And you're going to see, here's that assignment that's due, right? Because it says case study. But you're also going to have an exam due. Okay, and this looks similar. So for each exam, you get 180 minutes to take it, or 3 hours. And then as you click begin, that starts it for you, all right? Then once you're taking that exam, you'll see. So if I have opened the exam on June 10th, okay, you're going to see that the test is not actually due until June 20th. So if you don't get around to taking it on June 10th, 11th, or 12th, but you have more time towards the weekend, say the 18th or 19th, example again if those are actually weekend dates, but you do have time to take it. I'm not making you take it in just one solid day. You have 10 days. Again, that's why I feel like there really shouldn't be any excuses for when that exam gets done and completed. But again, if it says that it opens on this day and then it will be finalized on June 20th, I always give 10 days for exams. Let's go ahead and scroll down here because there's other things I want to get through with you. You'll see that you have a movie night coming up on July 5th. So let's go take a gander. Go ahead and scroll down. You'll see that July 5th tells you that you'll not only have the movie night to watch a chosen movie from the list, but you'll also have an MAI assignment due. For those, I do like things to be handwritten and turned in, so then you'll need to scan them and upload them. Again, uploading as a PDF is probably the best, and you also see you have a forum. However, for July 5th, you also get to watch that movie, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to come down here, and you're going to pick a movie from the list below. You're going to write a 2-page paper, double-spaced, 12-point font in APA format, okay? And again, this is not a review of the movie, but you're taking concepts, keywords, vocabulary, theories, jargon, etc. from the textbook. Any chapter applies for this, and then you're going to make application to the movie and you're going to synthesize it. So for example, I have this whole list of movies down here. A lot of these are some newer ones and even ones you can find on Netflix nowadays, okay? Or you can get it off of Hulu, etc. But just a whole slew of these movies. If there's something I don't have listed related to developmental psychology and you think it does apply, you can always email me or call me and we can talk about that. My husband had at one time over 500 DVDs, so there isn't a movie I probably haven't seen, unless if it's too gory, then that's just not me. But for the most part, I should be able to find that. The other thing is I have a paper, a final example of what it looks like, and here's your checklist that you also need to include with that paper when you submit. So it's asking you, did you briefly skim the textbook to look for stuff that applies? Did you reflect on it? I don't want to review. Did your paper include an intro, body, and conclusion? You wrote the paper. Is the paper too... So you're going to come over here and literally put check marks or highlight these boxes for me, okay? The other thing is, as you apply those concepts, you need to underline them in the paper because I should not be questioning them. In the past, I have had papers submitted to me, and then I think I locate the concepts, and sometimes you fall short if that's the case. And I don't want that to be a given here, okay? You'll see then it is due by July 8th, according to the syllabus here. But if you submit by July 5th, so if you're somebody who likes to work ahead, you can have +3 extra credit points just added to that paper. The other thing is, if you like extra credit is typically associated with all tests. So as you take them, there's always the ability to get +4 at the end of each test if you take the extra credit questions. Okay, you also have 2 threads due on this day, so make sure you're always adhering to this. Now, if you have a question about how you're going to be graded on that paper, of course, you can go to assignment rubrics again, click there, go down here, you see your final video paper rubric, and let's look at it. You'll see, so did you meet the page requirement? 2 pages. Did you use proper grammar and mechanics? Big when you're writing a final paper. Did you reflect on connections to the main points of the video with relation to the textbook? So again, if you want full credit, you need 6 to 10 connections from your textbook. Again, those can be keywords, concepts, theories, etc. Just make application. And then finally, did you use your checklist, which you now know where that's located. So again, essential course information is exactly where you need to go to watch this video and find all your material. You have assignment rubrics over here. You have discussion board. Those are your big 3 right there. If you want to download the syllabus or the welcome letter, they're both uploaded right now. And then, like I said, for grading purposes, I should be on Fridays, or you can catch me during the week too if you have any questions. I'm going to stop here because I don't want this to go over time. But again, you and I both know this is your guide right here tied into the syllabus. And then right here under essential course information, chapters 1 through 16 will get you through. And this is exactly where you go to watch, download PowerPoints, and submit your homework underneath the bolds. All right, thank you for viewing. Have a good night and good luck.